Welcome back. Welcome back, baby. Let's go. Let's give it up for another episode of Standing on Business. What's up, y'all? I'm your boy, BKrispy. Bankroll's very own BKrispy, man. We out here ready. We ready for another episode. Feels blessed to be back in front of this camera talking to y'all. Oh, man. You guys need to go like, subscribe, repost everywhere. We're trying to get this thing going big, man, and I need your guys' help. So post this wherever. I'm posting teasers on my Instagram, posting stuff. So just repost as much as you can, guys. Let's get Standing on Business, be a household show. I really appreciate all my lovely fans, everybody that tunes in every week. You guys know who you are, so I really appreciate you guys. And let's get this thing rolling, man. Go get those bankrolls. First and foremost, excuse me, guys. I know you guys like the shirt. You already know. DJ on the shirt today. Had to get in my bag for this one. I haven't seen this shirt in like a year, so I had to, a little tight, but you know, it still fits nice, you know. Bring the boom, you know. Oh, go get those bankrolls, guys. Please go get those bankrolls. Bankroll is heating up. Sports, I say this every week, but sports is on the heater, on high. Water's boiling. Go throw your bankrolls in the boiling water and see what you guys can make out of that, because it is fun, man. You can turn a small bag, and you can learn how to be a smart, conscious better while also making money, and turn your little small bag that you started with into a big bag. And it's different. You're not betting your own dollars every single bet that you place. You pay, you get in, you're good enough, you pass the combine, and then your bag grows. P10, P25, all the rest of the levels, your bag grows. I just got done. I mean, it's technically still active. I had to win like 8 out of 8 today. Just got done with a P25. I'm gonna do a 10K journey next, guys. I think I'm gonna do a 10K journey. And we're gonna go 14 days. I'm gonna have it on TikTok. I keep saying I'm gonna have it on TikTok. I'm still figuring it out. But starting on Sunday, you guys will see the pod on Friday. So starting this Sunday, I will be TikToking my journey. And it's gonna be fun. We got the man cave back here. We're gonna be watching games all day Sunday like usual. So yeah, I'm gonna be documenting it. I want you guys. I've been seeing all your guys' experiences. I see new people on Bankroll every day, just hyping up how like lovely Bankroll is. That's the word I wanted to use. I second guessed it, but Bankroll is lovely, man. It's just so fun, and you can get in there, go throw some action on a game, and that makes every game, I say, 100% more interesting. Unless it's your own team, then it gets a little tricky. That's why I try to stay away. Obviously, you guys know my team is always right there, ready to be bet on by me, because their spreads are just so lovely. Everything's lovely, dog. We'll get to that in a little bit. I'm gonna be doing my picks a little bit different today. I'm gonna be doing everything a little bit different. So, yeah, we're gonna be firing off rapid fire, so you guys need to stay tuned, because it'll be coming up a little later in the show. And that kind of teased it. You know, we love Broncos spreads sometimes, but we'll get into it. Let's also get into the big board this week. The best bankroll players of the week, and this is one of the best I've seen. We had Eli, he was going wild, won a lot of money, showed his cash up. This guy right here, Chase W. He's at P100, and he gained 40 units this week. That's nuts. That's hard to do. 40. So Chase W, whatever the heck you're doing, DM me, dog. I need some picks. I need what you got, Chase W, because getting to P100, hard enough. Gaining 40 units is even more impressive. So Chase W, we're all gonna clap for him. Well, I'm gonna clap for him, but you know, Chase, you deserve the big round of applause. Coming in number 2 on the big board though, Nick S. Nick S gained 27 units this week, which I don't know if last week, I don't remember quite, but 27 units gained into P50, I think was enough last week to get number 1. So if Chase W didn't have a 40 unit run, then Nick S, I guarantee you'd be right there. So good job, Nick. And then rounding out our big 3 of the week is Tyler S. He gained 20 units. 20 units. These guys are on fire. These guys must know a little something. I don't know what they're betting on. I say that every week, but I just wish I would get a little taste of like what these guys' swag is, what their style is when it comes to betting, because everybody has a little bit different. So, you know, some people Some people are big money lines. Some people are big football. It just depends on the sport. Over-unders. I'm not an over-under guy. I don't think in Standing on Business you'll ever see an over-under as one of my stone cold picks of the week because they're just too hard for me, man, especially in the NFL. The NFL is tough. It's tough. It seems like Vegas knows exactly what the score is going to be every week. So over-unders, you just never know with those. You'll never see those on here. I'm terrible at them. I'm very terrible at them. Speaking of terrible, which wasn't bad, like I said, I had a P25. I came back. I was down a lot, and I got it to even today, but I needed to make like a 3,200 target and got it up, and then just a couple things didn't fall my way. You know, Wednesday night, Tuesday night college football. It's tough. I've been watching Conference USA football tonight, and goodness, these teams are gritty. All the games I watched that aren't big are chippy. So we fell short of the comeback, but we're gonna get on the 10K bankroll next, and we're gonna have a strong one. I want to be on the big board, y'all. I want to see Brendan C, bankroll B on that big board, so I can be there with you guys, because I'm really proud of you guys. I'm proud to be in this bankroll community because there's some really heavy hitters in here. There's some really strong players. And if I mention your name on this big three, any of the weeks, even one, that means you're on fire, and that means you're really doing something right. So all the guys on the big board, let's go. Shout them out. Oh, that's a crazy one. That's a crazy one because 40 units gained is just crazy. And I just love it. We're gonna keep it. That's lovely, Chase Dub. That's very lovely. I like that, baby. Let's get into it. Last week, my picks, man. That ASU pick, I'm voiding. I don't care what any of y'all say. Y'all wanna talk? We can talk. Y'all got the Instagram handle. Y'all got the Twitter. But I'm voiding that ASU pick because I filmed Standing on Business a couple days before Sam Levitt was ruled out of that game. He was questionable. Usually questionable means you're gonna play. And then I think it was Thursday or Friday, downloaded the doubtful. Saturday morning, he gone. They got destroyed. I picked a money line as my value pick, but I don't know. Y'all let me know if you agree, but I'm voiding that pick. I didn't even put it in on bankroll. Last week, I didn't have the phone. This week, I don't have it, but I didn't even put it in on bankroll. I can prove that to you guys if you want, but so I don't think you could hold me for that. I don't think a pie or any other consequence sustains when your starting QB gets ruled out. It's one of the best QBs in the Big 12. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm my own boss right now because I stand on business too. I'm saying it doesn't count. That's all I'm going to go with. I'm going to say it doesn't count. You guys let me know. You guys hit me up on social because I don't think it counts. Do you guys think it would count? If they would have won, I would not. I promise you guys, I would not have came here and be like, yeah, y'all like that ASU pick? I would have said I didn't put it in because Sam Levitt didn't play. But, and then another one, I picked my beloved Broncos. I thought since they got to London, you know, on Sunday night, Monday London time, that the full week there would be beneficial for them. And both teams looked hungover. They looked like they've been in London enjoying the city. Both game plans are wonky. I don't know what either team was really doing on the field out there. Broncos defense, I knew what y'all was doing. 9 sacks. Jay Coop, player of the week on the AFC defensive side. Shout out to Jay Coop. But that was ugly football. And I think the last 3 times Broncos and Jets have played each other, I think the highest score was 24 in all 3 of those games. So last year was 10-9, this year 13-11, and I think another one was like 24-9, or I don't know. I didn't look from 3 years ago. But Broncos, Jets, always ugly football. London, majority of London games are ugly football too. If you were going to see me bet on over-unders, it would be a London game. That's not a tease because I'm not doing it. But yeah, that London game fooled me, and now I will never ever bet a London game or give you guys any betting advice or a stone cold pick of a London game. So we're done with that. Game I did win though. I count myself 1-1 for the weekend for the ASU wash, but the Steelers. They were coming after Dylan. They were making him make quicker decisions. He was hanging in there. He was taking shots, kept getting back up. Dylan Gabriel's not ready for this, but I think the world is. I think we're all ready to get our popcorn going and our beers going because it's almost Shador time. I can't wait for that. The Steelers came and destroyed. I never once ever thought the Browns were going to 1 win, 2 even cover that spread. Steelers blow that spread out of the water. Like I said, a double-digit win. This week, I don't know, the Steelers-Bengals Thursday night game is going to be one. Not crazy. I mean, they're saying in the NFL Twitter, battle of the unks. I don't like that. It's battle of the grandpas out there. Flacco versus Rodgers. I think it'll be entertaining football. So Thursday night's always wonky, just like London, but I expect an entertaining football game. But the Steelers, hey, thanks for my W last week. And that's one of the reasons is that defense that I will continue to be betting on you guys throughout the season. I think Rodgers is doing enough for the Steelers. And they, no one, when you're talking about the best teams in the AFC, they're right there at 1 or 2, and no one's talking about them at all. So let the Steelers keep flying under the radar. They're playing great football. Terrible towels are waving in the air because they got something good going over there. And I think everyone knows their role, especially Aaron Rodgers. So I think that team is going to keep trickling and getting better and better and better as the season goes on. So those are my 3 picks. Those are my 2 picks, I guess, from last week. So that's our recap of last week. Nothing crazy happening to me today. Yeah, another game I didn't want to bet on. Like I said, I try not to bet on my own team was that Arizona game. Wow. I really wanted them to win that game. And I really wanted all the Arizona bettors to enjoy that. That would have been the biggest win in Tucson in a couple years. Fell short double OT, BYU. They're calling QB power. Quarterback's number 47. He should be in jail for that already. Like, put him in jail. You're number 47 as the signal caller? Like, I got a 47 in there, and it's John Lynch, strong safety, not a QB. I don't like that. I think it's weird, but you know what? You got the last laugh. He came to Tucson and got a comeback W. Arizona was up, 10 in the fourth quarter. Not one to blame the refs. Couple calls didn't go our way, but there was a couple bad ones that went our way in the first half. So we'll never blame refs around here. I know a lot of y'all like to do that, but standing on business, that means we don't blame refs. That means we take accountability for what happened on the field. So Arizona, keep fighting, fellas. We got Houston. We got an early one, a 9 a.m. Pacific time start out here in Arizona. So buckle up. That could be. I don't have a lot of confidence in my Cats going into a 9 a.m. game. It's just they're wonky. A lot of these teams that are. I'm not saying Arizona and Houston is a crazy travel, but brings me to my next point. Kind of is like, I think the travel in the Big Ten is catching up to teams. Michigan came to the West Coast, got beat by SC, and these college kids ain't used to moving around the country like that. So I think the Big Ten with the travel has been kind of wild. So keep your eye on that betting as well. Is those teams having to go 3,000 miles across the country? I should have looked up the number on it, but I didn't. But I don't think it's a good record. Traveling from one side of the country to the other, I guarantee the record is in favor of the home team right there. So keep our eye on that while you're betting, guys. Oregon lost at home to Indiana. A lot of big games this week. It was wild. It was a wild weekend of college football, and it's also been a wild weekend of baseball, guys. Baseball playoffs. We're in the championship series. Right now, the Blue Jays are still up 12-4, game 3. So they're going up. The Dodgers look unstoppable. Dodgers win game 3. That series over, obviously. Even if they don't win game 3 and win game 4, that series is over. I think it's 2-0 when that series is over, but there's a lot of baseball to be played. We can't count out the Brew Crew quite yet. But the Dodgers look like world beaters, and I don't think either of those AL teams, Seattle or the Dodgers, can beat them. My World Series preview is Dodgers-Mariners. I think the Mariners ride the wave, and then I think the World Series goes 4-1, and I think they bring another championship to LA at the Chavez Ravine, baby. So shout out to the Dodgers. They're killing, and right now they look like like the best team. They don't look like anyone is going to touch them. And I wouldn't even be shocked if they don't lose another game in these playoffs. So Dodgers going to work. Baseball playoffs. NHL just started too, guys. I'm not much of a hockey guy. I do love to watch it. I don't know much about it, so I don't really bet it. Definitely not much of a hockey guy, but keep it going. Vegas Golden Knights, one of my favorite teams. I'm going to pay attention this year. I made sure I was locked into baseball this year, and so I will give you guys my word. I will be locked in. I will be locked into the NHL. I'll stand on that. I'm going to stand on that business. Because that B will be locked into the NHL. I'll be sprinkling, especially once this NBA season starts next week. Hey, let's go! So I'll be locked into hockey because basketball and hockey, same time, full force. That brings me to my next point, guys, is it's time. It is time. Less than a week away from tip-off. I think my Warriors have a good chance. I'm a little biased, but anytime you got Jimmy Butler and Steph and Draymond, you have a chance. We played super well. We had like a 62-game win pace if we would have had Jimmy the whole year from just the body of work they did when Jimmy got traded. I look for us to be tough. And Steph, I know it's preseason, but he looks in rare form. He looked like he had a big off season. He's finishing a lot stronger at the cup. I think he's going to go there a lot more this year. And it's just going to open it up because Steph being Steph, he's going to just 3-3-3. But I think getting to the hole and finishing strong at the hole was one of his keys to his offseason and the showing. So look for my squad. Look for the Warriors, baby. Rockets, they got KD. I think I had hopes for the Rockets. I thought they were one of the best teams going in. They lost Van Vliet, and everyone's like, whatever, dude. Van Vliet's one of the clutchest players in the league. Van Vliet's one of the best leaders in the league. And even in the playoffs when the Warriors beat him in the first round, Van Vliet was killing us. And he always kills us. But when they needed a bucket, guess who was going to? Van Vliet, every single time. So they got Durant now. Thompson going to be starting at the point. We'll see how that experiment kind of works. But that's a big loss for Houston. So any of those, hey, they got KD, hey, they got all these young guys, automatic finals, rethink that. Definitely rethink that. And then you got to go to LA. You got the Luka show really starting in LA. He looks good. He looks like he had a great off season. He heard the noise. He's in great shape. He looked good in his first game against Phoenix. LeBron's a question mark though. Is he sciatica? I mean, you had a long off season to get right. Played a lot of golf. That swing probably caused it. I saw that golf swing, Bron. That was ugly. So I think that those two things could mess with it. So I don't know what the Lakers' plan is. I don't know what LeBron's plan is. He could just be hurt for 2 weeks and then come back in full force. But the LeBron saga of these last couple years there's going to be drama with it. There's going to be breaking news. There's going to be stuff out of his camp from Rich Paul and them. And they're going to try to use bait to try to get to another team to win a championship or to get whatever they want out of the Lakers. And I just think the Lakers have turned that page and they're just ready to get LeBron off the books and build that team around Luka. Because you got Luka and Austin Reeves, he got better again. And that dude is sick already. So Austin Reeves and Luka, I think they build around that. And I think the days are numbered for LeBron in a Lakers jersey. I'm not saying he's going to get traded tomorrow or even this season by the All-Star break, but I think they're numbered. I think his time in LA is coming to an end. Maybe go back to Miami or Cleveland for like a victory lap, and then he might call it quits. But you never know. It's LeBron James. He's still playing a top 10 player in the league at his age. So you can never count LeBron out. I'm not the biggest LeBron guy. We will talk more about that. I got heavy opinions about LeBron, but we're not here to talk about that right now, guys. We're here to give out our Standing on Business Player of the Week, Bijan Robinson, Tucson's finest, 5-2-0, baby. I didn't think the Falcons were going to know how to use him. I thought they were going to. We all knew he was talented. We all knew he had all the juice, but this year he's pouring the juice in the cup and everyone's drinking it because Bijan is on fire. Went off, had an 81-yard run, 19 carries, 170 and a touchdown. Another 6 catches with 68 yards. Bijan is a complete package. That motherfucker stood on business. Don't like his high school, but hey, we were a crosstown rival. Not us two, but our schools. But Bijan, he's standing on business this year. He's looking like an MVP candidate. He's looking like one of the best offensive players in the league that aren't a QB. So shout out to Bijan, man. You're the standing on business player of the week. Hold your head high with that one. Wear that crown for a week because you're going off this year, and I love it. I love what I'm seeing. The most dynamic player we're seeing right now on the offensive end in the league, at least top 3. So Bijan, keep doing your thing, baby. I love it. I love guys from Tucson. I love guys from Arizona that just ball. You know, you go to U of A or you come from my city, I'm rooting for you every day of the week. So Bijan, shout out to you. I love that game against the Bills. You had their defense in shambles. So Bijan, you the man. And now, guys, I'm getting into my picks, but I'm doing it just a wee bit different, okay? I'm giving you 7 picks, so I have no chance to go 500 unless I push, but it looks like all my picks have a hook in there, so there's no pushing. And I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start with the NCAA Friday night special. The U, Carson Beck, coming home, got Louisville coming to town. I think Carson Beck covers that 13.5 with ease. Louisville's not disciplined. They're 122nd in the nation in yards, or in penalty yards. They're bad. And then Miami, they're mistake free. They're 7th in a turnover ratio or takeaway ratio. They play pretty mistake free ball, and I look for their offense to shred Louisville. I don't think Louisville's seen an offense like them. Virginia's pretty good. Their offense is not Miami's. So look for Miami 13.5 against Louisville. I love that Friday night special. Alabama 7.5 there at home. Tennessee never wins these games. They never win these big SEC matchups. That's why they're always 3 to 7 in the SEC middle tier. Alabama's offense is too explosive for Tennessee. I like Alabama with the 17.5 or the 7.5, excuse me. Tennessee's D is 100th in the nation, guys. 100th. 100. So that's not the recipe to beat Alabama, especially in Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide, they're winning by 8 or more. 7.5 lock. And then my favorite team in NCAA to bet is the Ducks. They lost last week. Indiana shocked them. I don't think they lose much more than that this year. They're 17.5 against Rutgers. They're on the road. Well, whatever. I don't really care. That offense is going to explode. Rutgers hasn't beat a good team this year, and I don't think that trend starts on Saturday. So I think Oregon is up by 17.5 by halftime. I think they win big. I think that's one of those blowouts that are going to stick. Another blowout another lock I have is Ohio State. The reigning champs, they go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's offense is terrible. They can't move the ball against anybody, let alone the good luck against the Buckeyes. Ohio State, too many explosive players. They make too many explosive plays. And then I think their defense dominates Wisconsin's sorry offense. So I got Ohio State big spread, 26.5. But I love it. I love it. And now let's flip. Let's flip over to the NFL, which is, it actually, in my eyes, I mean, betting is always hard. You never know. But in my eyes, the NFL was kind of hard this week. So I'm doing what I can. Usually it comes to me, day before, and I start to like it. But NFL, these are what I like. I'm gonna start with the Niners. The Falcons play good in that dome, but the Niners are going to slow it down. They're going to play smash mouth football. The Falcons don't play smash mouth football. Kittle chance of playing, Purdy chance of playing. With or without Purdy, I'm going to take Niners with the 2.5 at home against ATL. I think Atlanta has a little hangover against that big win against Buffalo. Bijan will probably still get off, but Michael Penix is going to have a lot of pressure to him, so we'll see how they react with that. So I like the Niners with the 2.5. Another one I like, I think they bounce back, in Philly. The Dirty Birds are coming back. I think that 1.5 is a lot. I would take it a little further. I think they win by more than that. I think their offense starts to figure it out more. I think they put up more than 20 points this week. I think they put up more than 30 points, to be honest with you guys. Eagles win, 27-17, 30-17, something like that. I got Eagles with the 1.5. And my final pick, told y'all I don't like to do this. We're going Broncos, 7.5. Jackson Dart has never seen a defense like this in his entire life. You guys hear me? His entire life. Jackson's never seen one like this. It's definitely going to be welcome to the NFL. As you can see, a trend for me is rookie quarterbacks, especially on the road. I bet against them. And my own team, I know our defense, and I think Bo Nix and Sean Payton get on the same page with the offense. The Giants have a pretty good defense. Secondary is probably their biggest weakness. So I think Bo shreds them. I look for the Broncos to get the run game going this week. Didn't get it going against the Jets. Jets have a gritty D. I'll give it to him. But yeah, Jackson, he hasn't seen a pass rush like that. And Surtain doesn't have to follow anyone around. So look for the Broncos to kind of throw different packages and different looks that Jackson's never seen in his life. So I think Broncos with the 7.5 is an easy cover. So I think I have a 7-0 week coming. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Nobody goes 7-0 unless you're Chase W. He goes 7-0 probably. But yeah, those are the picks, y'all. And went a little long on this episode, so that's the episode. That's Standing on Business. I look forward to talking to you guys next week. Like I said, go like, go subscribe, and I will see you guys on the flip. Go Broncos, go Warriors.